If your deep end always feels a little stale, I promise you're not crazy, and the fix isn't where everybody keeps telling you to look. Let's get into it. For years, pool folks have passed down the same line. Your bottom drain is what circulates the deep end. It's everywhere, and it's just not true. Here's what your main drain really does. Think of it like a sink, not the kind you wash dishes in, but a spot that quietly pulls water in from every direction at once, evenly, all the way around it. And that pull fades fast, really fast. Say your pump's moving 60 gallons a minute. 6 inches from the drain, the water's barely creeping, about an inch a second. Back up 10 feet, and it's down to a sliver of an inch a second. You'd never feel it. So a properly built main drain doesn't have anywhere near the muscle to stir your pool. Get a few feet away, and it's basically doing nothing you could ever notice. The real movement? That comes from your returns, those little eyeball fittings up in the wall, and they play by a completely different set of rules. A return is a jet. Take that same 30 gallons a minute, but it fires the water out at around 65 inches a second, night and day next to the drain. And here's the cool part. That fast water grabs the slow water around it and drags it along. One little jet ends up spinning a big rolling current through the whole pool. So the returns stir the pool. The main drain? It's just choosing which layer of water gets pulled off and sent to the filter. That's the whole job. 2 totally different jobs, and you can't swap one for the other. So if your deep end goes stagnant, standing at the equipment pad cranking valves won't fix it. The fix is at the wall. Aim those return jets down and give them some angle so they push water down into that dead zone. Okay. That's how the water moves. Now let's talk about how clean it actually gets, because there's a big myth hiding here too. You've probably heard the word turnover. All it means is your pool volume divided by how fast your pump moves water. Basically, how long it takes to push one whole pool's worth through the system. Now here's the myth. Folks think once you've run one turnover, 100% of your water's been filtered. Fresh start. Nope. As the clean water comes back in, it instantly mixes with the dirty water that's still sitting in there. You're always filtering a blend. So after one full turnover, only about 63% of your original water has actually made it through the filter. And that's the best case textbook number. Real pools do worse. Dead corners, funky shapes, water taking shortcuts straight back to the drain. A good chunk of your pool can go completely untouched after one cycle. So one turnover a day? That's the floor, the bare minimum, not the finish line. Getting the whole pool actually clean takes 3 things working together. Enough runtime, returns aimed to spread that clean water around, and a sanitizer level you're actually keeping up. Now, this next part is the one that really matters, so stay with me. Because that same weak pull that makes the drain lousy at circulating, it sets up a safety trap most people walk right into. Since a good main drain is built to pull gently, a perfectly healthy working drain often feels like it's doing absolutely nothing, which means you cannot check your suction with your hand. Feeling nothing tells you nothing. Here's how you actually check it, with real data at the pad. Pump running, slowly close the valve on your skimmer line so the pump's forced to pull only from the main drain. Then watch your pump basket. If the drain's alive, the basket stays full and holds a steady prime. If the basket sucks dry, that drain's dead. Open your skimmer line right back up. Want to see it down at the bottom? Do a little dye test. A small puff of dye near the cover should drift into the grate nice and slow. Slow is exactly what you want to see. What you never do is test a running drain with your hand, your foot, your hair, your clothes, or anything else. Not feeling suction proves nothing. It could be a perfectly good drain, a closed valve, or a totally blocked pipe. You can't tell which one by feel, and that's exactly how people get hurt. Now flip it around. If you do feel a strong, grabby pull right at the grate, that's not a good sign. That's an alarm. It usually means something's wrong. A pump that's oversized or set too high, or a second drain that's blocked so all the pull is slamming through one grate. Could be bad hardware, a mismatched sump, or an open pipe down there too. And the right move when you feel that pull is not to test it harder. It's to shut the system down right then and keep everybody out of the water until somebody figures out why. Felt suction is a close the pool situation. Full stop. So how do we build a pool that never lets this happen in the first place? Simple. We take human error completely off the table. The big one is the dual main drain. 2 drains instead of 1. The idea is simple. Run them off a shared line, and if somebody covers one, the other's still wide open, feeding the pump. No seal, no trap. But here's where people wreck it. If you run 2 separate pipes back to the pad, each with its own valve, you've just broken the whole thing. Because now a tech, a winterizing crew, even a homeowner can close one line by accident, and just like that, you're back to a single drain carrying the full pull. You built the exact hazard you were trying to prevent. The right way? Tee those 2 drains together first, down at the pool. Then run 1 shared pipe back to the pad with 1 valve on it. Here's the rule to tattoo on your brain. Never put a valve between a drain and its safety partner. Ever. Because real pool safety was never about feeling the suction or trusting the drain to do the circulating. It's knowing what each of these parts can and can't do, and building the plumbing so a person can't create the danger in the first place. But the plumbing's only half of it. Up next, we're heading to the pump pad.